Hello everyone, my name is Amber. Admit it, guys. Is there anyone here who counts themselves the luckiest? Have you ever won something very cool? Well, for example, a thing, dishes, or money? Once I watched a program called Pass It to Another. The essence of it was to find the treasure and pass it on to the next participant, or keep it for yourself. I followed each episode because I thought, what if I was the luckiest and the participant found a cool prize and said that he did not need it and wanted to share it with others? The game had no geographical boundaries, so it originated in one city and eventually got to mine. According to the rules, the participant who took the prize for himself must put something else in the box for a certain amount of money. Then he hides the prize in some place and gives the viewer a hint. Everyone would like to take part in this because it's cool to get on TV, and you can also keep the prize, or pass it on to someone else if you want. So once, on one of the episodes, there was a guy named Kevin. I follow him on Instagram. I know that he is unrealistically rich. He has everything that the rest of us never even dream of. This guy did not take the prize. Moreover, he told the audience that he would also hide one of his own. I leave the main prize and another million on top. To the one who finds it first, please subscribe to me on the network and we will hang out together, he said. When I heard that, I almost lost my mind. $1 million? He gave $1 million? I had to find it. I immediately reviewed the recording of the place where he hid the prize, then took a screenshot and tried to remember where I saw them. Then my friend Nina came over. Hey, didn't you learn to knock? Hello to you too. I called you, but you didn't pick up, so I decided to come over. What do you want? Wow, I'm also glad to see you. How are you? I'm sorry, I'm just really busy right now. Do you need something urgent? Here, Nina got up, went to the computer, and saw the screenshot of the video left on pause, just at the very moment when the prize was hidden. So, you're looking for him too. I don't know what you're talking about. Come on, the videos are on pause. You are in all your things, your thoughts are running around, and you don't answer your calls, so you're also looking for it. I also looked for it. I watched the episode as soon as it came out. That is 3 hours ago. Did you find it? Almost. I have approximate places. My parents helped me, only then the internet went off at home, so I decided to come to use yours. I knew you'd be watching too. Well, okay. Don't worry. Whoever finds it first gets the prize, okay? So we both started looking for the place. I read the comments from a guy who used to live here, the name of the approximate area nearby, plus I managed to see something in Nina's notes. Then Googled it on Google Maps, and yes! Nina and I screamed. We looked at each other. Have you found it? Yes, and you? Me too. Then I suggested that we don't reveal our cards, because you never know. Maybe one of us has the wrong address. Then we just agreed to meet on the same spot in a couple of hours. As soon as Nina left my house, I immediately packed up my things, ran outside, picked up my bike, and raced toward the Iron Bud neighborhood. In that area, we usually don't have young people hanging out because of superstition. According to legend, anyone who comes there with a friend begins to swear. So, allegedly, 2 friends many years ago there almost killed each other, since the place is considered cursed. But at the sake of a whole $1 million, I couldn't miss this chance for a bright future. What if I could use that million to buy a house or save it for college? Unlike Nina, my family is not rich, so I need the money more. I kept thinking about what would happen if I was late, or what if I ran into her there. I would have no idea what to do then. Armed with a flashlight, as it was already dark outside, I parked my bike very quietly by a tree on the side of the road and walked on with slow steps. There was something like a garden, but there were no fences, which made it even more creepy. I walked a couple of meters to the right, then to the left, looking at the map on my phone. It was almost in the middle of the garden, where the plants were most abundant, and it was even colder than anywhere else. I quietly shone the flashlight and went there. Then I saw the box on the ground. At that moment, I put my phone away and walked towards it in victory. And then, bam! Ah! Nina said loudly. I looked up and saw that Nina and I had bumped heads so hard. What are you doing here? Same as you, looking for the prize. You got yours. Here's a bump on your forehead like mine. I didn't see you. We both stood up, and there was a pause between us. I asked her if she had seen anyone else, but she shook her head. I hadn't seen anyone either, so we were the only two finalists. I didn't even know if it was good or bad. And then what happened? Have you often wondered, guys, what you would do in our case? After all, everyone thought that the prize was rightfully hers. What do you think? We both rushed to the box and began to pull it from side to side. I screamed that I found it first, and Nina screamed that she was the first. I saw it an hour earlier than you, but I came here first. That's because I didn't have internet. That's not my problem. The prize is still mine. You already have money. I won't be superfluous. Are you kidding? You've got a way to go to college. What am I supposed to do? Study better to get a scholarship. With each sentence, we pulled the box over. Both of us were kneeling on the ground, getting dirty, our hair tousled, and we were yelling at each other as if we hated each other. It was terrible. At that moment, I was only thinking about one thing: how to get the money. And at some point, Nina threw dirt in my eyes, and I screamed and covered my eyes with my hand, trying to clear them. Nina dug out the rest of the box, took it out, and ran towards her car. I tried to catch up with her, and on the way I reached for her hair, pulled her down, pulled out a clump of it, and she screamed so much in pain that she started forward, and the piece of hair remained in my hand. I knew I couldn't catch up with her, so I came up with another plan. When she started her car and drove off, I was waiting for her on the side of the road, and I drove straight towards her on my bike. I jumped right on the hood of the car, sprawled out with the bike. I was in terrible pain, moaning. I couldn't even breathe. Nina was so scared that she screamed like crazy, then slowed down as soon as I fell onto her car. She came out of there like a psycho, started yelling, like, what the hell am I doing? Do I have no brains? But I couldn't answer her. She tried to throw me off her car, but I clung to the windshield wipers and did not let go. The performance lasted about 10 minutes. Then even she had no strength left. Then she sat down on the ground, closed her eyes, and began to cry, to sob. Only then did I seem to wake up, suddenly feeling so ashamed and uneasy. I looked at us from the outside and realized that something strange was happening. Would we ever have fought so hard before? No, we've been friends since kindergarten. I crawled over to her and asked her to forgive me. Look, I think we've come a long way. It's not like us to fight. We're friends, right? Exactly! How did we come to this? I beat you, you beat me. Damn, you jumped on my car. What if I'd run you over? Well, then you wouldn't have to split the million, for sure. Yes, and by the way, there was a code on the box. I tried different combinations, but I couldn't get it. Then I went to her, took the box, and entered the code, which I eventually solved in a couple of minutes. But before we opened it, we looked at each other. Sorry, I peeked at your location hint. And if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have solved the code. So, in half? In half. We shook hands and opened the box. What? What the hell? Are these pictures of that guy, Kevin? 1,000,000 photos? What was he thinking? So wait, he said, like, on top 1,000,000. But he didn't say of what, damn it! Ugh! Suddenly, the evil Nina turned to me. We looked at each other. We were beaten, dirty with scraped knees, elbows, noses, dirty hands, faces, clothes. And all for what? For the sake of 1,000,000 pictures of Kevin. Figure that out. We texted him afterwards that we had found his prize, and he offered to hang out at his party in his honor, but we declined. Then we buried the treasure, recorded the clues on video, and sent them to another city. In our box was a reminder of the most important thing: friendship and loyalty. This is something that no amount of money could buy. And do you guys agree? Tell me, did you guys like my story? Write your opinion in the comments below the video. Do not forget to like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel.